So what I said was, is you want to make sure that you get on and you watch the videos. If you have time in the class, or better yet, if you're at home at at 10:20, and you want to get along and watch instead of watch the recording later, you can do that. I'm getting ready to talk, and I'm getting ready to show them what we're doing today. And if you want to stay on, that's fine. If you don't want to stay on, I'm recording it. Okay, Hope?
Okay, thank you. I'm probably going to get off because I have some schoolwork to do, but then I'll watch the recording later.
Listen, we're perfect. All right, baby? Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Still working on it. Okay?
Okay.
Cool. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye, Miss Long.
Bye, baby. Okay, so today's date is 9/22. Right? So in your table of contents, I would like you to put 9/22. Today, we're going to do practice problems, and we're only going to be doing incline planes. And then what you're going to do is in your icing book, turn to your next page. Now, I need you to get your homework sheet out from the other day. Remember, this is the homework sheet. And remember, this was your homework last night, was to go and do questions number 18 through 22. Does everybody have a sheet with them? Does everybody have their ISM book with them? Okay. What I would like you to do is on that page, I would like you to copy this down, please. This is your notes. Okay? So copy your notes that I have over there. For those of you that are at home, what it says is it tells you what an incline plane is. So what I did is I went to the slide on 1.1a-b, and I looked for the incline plane slide, and I copied it. So those of you that are at home, I have this slide here. And I have the slide before it that I'm using, and I'm copying those slides on my notes. So the first thing that it does for an inclined plane is it gives us a figure. It gives us a car that is going down a ramp. Now, the first one it's doing is IMA. So when we're doing IMA, that is DE divided by TR. And if you remember, DE is distance traveled by effort force. Now, the DE is going to be your length. That's the length of the ramp. Okay? Your DR is your distance traveled by the resistance force, and that is the height of the ramp. So when we're doing IMA, we're taking the length times the slope divided by the height. This is what you'll need. Remember, over here, we have our class levers that are already up. We have our IMA and AMA, what that meant to be with an inclined plane, wedge screw, wheel and axle pulley, and now we're doing a separate one just for inclined plane. IMA is the distance, right? Then we have to do AMA. But to be able to do AMA, we have to find the force of the resistance versus the force of the effort. And as you see here, I have 20 pounds and I have 50 pounds because that's what it says on my slide. Because that was the problem. So for this one, we would do AMA, force and resistance over the force effort. Well, my resistance is my car, which is 50 pounds. I would divide that over my effort, which is my 20 pounds. And then I would get 2.5. Okay?
Can you make that out of like? Yeah, I can see it.
You're so welcome.
So
Ask me questions.
it would be 15 divided by 4.
It would be 50 divided by 20. Because if you look, yes, from the diagram we had, right?
Yeah.
We had the range was 20, the height was 4. But now we're looking for AMA, which is talking about weight. Okay? If we're talking about that, you have a 50 pounds here, and you have an effort force of 20 pounds. So to get AMA, you're going to take your 50 divided by 20, and then that's where you get your 2.5. Now, after that, the next step is your percent of efficiency. Because once you go ahead and get your IMA and AMA, we can get that, right? So the percentage efficiency is AMA over IMA, and we're going to times that by 100. All these are the same, right? IMA and AMA is the same, but we're using different numbers to find it. And if it's talking about an incline plane, we are using these formulas.
So the I is 15 divided by 4.
We're getting 15, we're getting 4.
So 15 feet.
Oh, yes, you're exactly right. I'm sorry. Is it starting to make a little bit more sense?
Yes.
And this is the thing. Go back on Wednesday and Thursday and Friday. Go back and look at your notes. Look at these practice sheets, because I'm going to give you something on your quiz that you're taking a vocabulary words that have to do a calculation of so many things, like a wedge, a screw, a wheel and axle, pulley, and an incline plane.
Are we rounding this thing?
Yes. Haven't announced it. Because it depends on how long it takes us to build what we need to do. Oh. Is everybody ready for the practice problems? Okay.
So this first one was.
So let's look at the question that's on our paper. We're on question number 18.
It's talking about a wheelchair ramp.
Says a civil engineer must design a wheelchair accessible ramp next to a set of steps leading up to a building. The height from the ground to the top of the stairs is 2 feet. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw me a ramp. I've seen these ramps before. They kind of look like that, don't they? It says the height from the ground to the top is 2 feet. Okay? It says, based on ADA codes, the slope must be 1:112 or less. Slope is equal to the rise of the ramp divided by the run of the ramp. So you don't because it's not asking you. It's just asking you the diagram. So, yes, the length is at top, right? And the run is down here, right? And that's all it's asking for. It's not asking you for any math whatsoever. Well, we're getting there.
So what are we answering?
One thing we're doing there, Kate, is we're just drawing the diagram. That's all it's asking for. Sketch and annotate the incline plane described above. That's all it's asking.
What is ADA code?
ADA code is a code that they give us. Like OSHA is for our school. That's all it is.
What's OSHA?
OSHA is operations here at school on how to do safety.
When Maxie said using the ADA code, what is the minimum allowable length of the ramp?
Correct. So are you ready?
Is ADA necessary to know?
Are you ready? So the formula for that is your formula for slope. What is our formula for slope? Yep. Okay. So, what is our rise over run? What's our rise? 2 feet. What is our run say it is?
It doesn't.
Yeah, that's
What word?
1 divided by 12. Correct. Okay. Put that in your calculator and tell me what you get.
$24.
24 feet is what the answer is. Everybody good so far?
That's the length.
That is the slope. So, 24 feet is my answer, right? Now that we have that, it says use in the know height and calculation base height length. What is the length of the slope? What formula are we going to use? I don't know this one. A squared plus B squared equals C squared.
Oh, Jesus.
Yes, here we go.
We got a written here.
We do. It's always here for us. So what do you think our A squared is?
I have no idea.
A board.
What?
Board.
Forward. What's forward?
The board.
Oh.
A squared is 2 feet.
So 2 squared?
2.00 feet squared. Plus. What is our B? Here's our B. Is that our length or is that our run?
Another one. I don't know.
Neither one. So we're going to say
How do you?
B equals 24 feet. So we're going to add 24 feet. What are we going to do to 24 feet? We're going to square it. Equals, what is it? L squared. That's our C. That's our B. B equals 24 feet. Now we know. Yes, ma'am.
How do you tell which one is which?
Well, based on pattern theorem, it's the one with the angle, right? So that is A, that is B, and that is C. How do we know that? Because based on the triangle.
How do I know how to do what?
I don't understand your question.
But how do we know that's what we have to do?
Because based on what it's asking us for, is whenever we're doing an incline plane, because this is the first one we're doing, right? This is what you do every incline plane. This is how you draw your incline plane. This is where your A, B, and C squared is. And you do it every time. Except you can use different numbers. All right? Okay, it's okay, just 3. So, how do we find L? Because we don't want L squared, we want L. How do you change the formula to just get L?
You figure out what 2 times 4 is.
You square root everything. Okay? Now in your calculator, what you're going to do is you're going to use the square root function, 2 squared plus 24 squared, and tell me what answer you have.
24.0.
Yes. So my answer is,
If you squared,
my answer is 24.083 is what I got on my calculator. Is that what you got, Jess?
but Miss Vaughn, I thought if you squared, that it would just take away the exponent.
We're trying to get rid of L squared and we're trying to find for L.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but if you type it out like that, it makes less steps. If you just type it all in like that,
I'm doing it all in one step
it
process.
gives it straight your answer.
Correct.
I didn't do all that, I did all the steps.
But I only did one step because why do all the steps when I know what I can do? And it's just the order of putting it in the calculator.
But what I'm saying is the square root of 2 squared is 2.
I'm saying in your calculator, put square root, open bracket, 2.0, close bracket square, plus open bracket, 24.0, close bracket and square. You're going to get 24.083 feet. I'm just telling you, if you do it this way, that's all you gotta do.
Okay, look at the bottom. That's how it comes out.
So if I'm rounding this, what am I rounding it to? Well, I have a 0 here. Well, what's my next number?
24.1.
Okay, so sig fig rule. Are you ready? What is my biggest number that I'm adding? 1, 2, 3, correct? So it's 1 past the decimal, right? This has to be the same way. So if I go 1 past the decimal, it's a 0, but I got to look to the next one to decide what that number is. So it's 24.1 equals 24.1 feet. And that is my answer.
For what, the allowable length of the ramp?
For 20, final answer.
What was that?
Just got finished doing 19 at the top. 24 feet.
I was totally not.
It's okay. So it's all right, Jess, I'll do this. This is number 19, and this is number 20. Does that help? Okay? Now, you're going to have to go home and think about it, practice it with your calculators, put different numbers in, because that's all I'm going to do. I'm just going to put a different number in on the height, and then the length you have to figure out based on the run. Are we done?
Probably not.
You gotta find the IMA.
IMA. Do you have everything written down you need to so I can erase number 19? Okay? So now my length is 24.1 feet, correct? So I have my C, I have my B, I have my A, right? I got everything labeled. Now I'm looking for IMA. for our IMA, remember we're doing our length times our slope divided by the height. So what is our numbers? Okay, so let's keep the number as a whole right now. 24.83 feet. It's okay. You can round if you want, but I kept it like it was before. And I'm going to divide that by what?
By 2 feet.
My height, which is my 2 feet. And what is my answer using my calculator?
.045.
Yep. So it's 12.042. Why is it 12.042?
We had 3 places.
Sig fig rule. Perfect.
That's the answer.
That is the answer for this one. So my MA equals 12.0. Can I erase this one?
Yeah.
Okay. That is 21.
So it does not have feet behind it,
Yes, ma'am, it does. Thank you very much.
but they don't cancel out?
They do cancel out, so yes, there's no fee. God, look at you. So good. The last one. Oh my God, thank you. We're going to calculate if a person in the wheelchair has a combined weight of 185 pounds, how much ideal force is required to travel down the ramp? Okay, let's travel up. Thank you, baby. So we're going to do our IMA equals AMA, right? FR over FE. So what is our IMA?
Our IMA is
12.042. Okay. What is our force resistance? What does it tell us? How much did he weigh now?
it tells you the effort.
Well, how much does he weigh now? 185 over FE. Got it so far?
Okay, so.
So we're looking for,
Wait. How did you get 185?
it tells us in the problem that he's 185 pounds. So how do we change it to get FE by itself? So FE equals 185 pounds divided by 12.042. Because if we go through, right, if you remember, if we go through and we divide this by 185 pounds, and then we would move it over here, which would be down, that's how we got this number. So put it in your calculator. And what is our FE?
15.3634.
Perfect, Kate. Thank you very much. 15.363 pounds. And so our FE answer is 15.4
That's
pounds
our final answer.
based on rounding sig fig. Yes. And that it concludes our lesson on incline planes. Now, those of you that are online, I want to make sure you understand. Every day at 10:20, I will be on here lecturing. You can either come in at 10:20 and watch the lecture, or if you're going to have to wait until after the video posts for you to see the video. But you are required to watch it to make sure that your math is right. This way, we're able to teach every day. If you're online now, you will see an assignment saying vocabulary words. Those vocabulary words are what you're supposed to be doing after the lecture on Monday and Tuesday. The kids that are here are going to be working on their model. Your quiz for your vocabulary is going to be on Thursday. The people that are here now will do their vocabulary Wednesday and Thursday, and their quiz is the following Monday. So this is how, so far, as we see, everything's changing, but we're going to come into a groove, hopefully by next week, on what we're going to do. So that is the end of the lesson. So if you're here, you can get off and do your vocabulary, and I'm going to let the people that are here work on their project. Now, homework for tonight for everybody would be the next section, which is wedge. So you're going to have to do questions 23 through 25. That's 3 questions tonight. And then tomorrow, we will have information to put in your ISM book. We will do the problems for the wedge. And then that's what we're going to be doing tomorrow. And then on Thursday, guys that are here, your homework for tomorrow night is the screw, and that will complete this section. Now, what do you think that means when I say it completes the section? What do you think comes next? A test. And so the test that I'm going to be giving you will be, your quiz is on Monday. So the test is going to be on Tuesday for you that are here. And this is what it's going to be. Are you ready? Let's breathe. We have these up. You may use these. You may not use your notes, but these are pretty darn close to your notes. And I'm going to give you a scenario for each one of them.
Just
one scenario per each one. And then we're going to have a test on it. Okay? My suggestion to you is make sure you look this over. If there's one that you still have a question about, look online, find the video that Ms. Sloan made, look it over and make sure your answers are right. Anybody have any questions? Everybody, if you're done, I'm going to finish. I'm going to sign off. Go do your vocabulary words.